And this one really was going to be my top pick of the day. Before Bored Ape Yacht Club blew the doors off of everything, this was going to be my top pick. Carrot says, Genies were the Shawn Mendes project last year, I think. Oh, I didn't like them either, so interesting. Yeah, it's fascinating. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure what the plan is. It's hard for me because that is absolutely not my specialty. Like when it comes to like avatars, I fully respect and understand that I am not the Minecraft generation. Whereas the Minecraft generation is like gets it instantly. I just like, it doesn't really mean much to me. Shiraboom says Ready Player One comes to the real world. Yeah, man, they really are doing it. It's like you remember with brain work, Tom Cruise movie where they started just to do literally everything in the movie. They just were like, oh yeah, let's do that. Oh god, sci-fi brain, too late. There's a one problem. We're doing this in the evening. I can't remember. Someone leave that in the comments. You know this. You know what I'm talking about. Oh God, yeah. People tend to like find things in movies and TV shows, and then try to bring them into real life. And it feels like they're doing that too. They're like, oh, Ready Player One. That sounds cool. NFTs. That works. Ethereum wallet MetaMask passes 30 million users, plans DAO and token. So this is why I think this is secretly the biggest story of the day. MetaMask has 30 million users. Bored Ape has nowhere close to that. Like not even close. There is no NFT project that I know of that has 30 million users. Literally everybody uses MetaMask. Most people have more than one MetaMask account. So there have been rumors about the DAO and token for a while. I think a MetaMask fair token drop is going to be huge. Possibly bigger than Bored Ape. Possibly bigger than Bored Ape in the long run as well. Crypto software giant Consensus announced on Tuesday that its popular wallet MetaMask, which people use to store Ethereum and other cryptocurrencies with Web3 applications, now has over 30 million monthly active users. That figure reflects a 42% increase in the last 4 months when MetaMask reported 21 million users, and comes as it is positioning itself to be a key player in the emerging Web3 economy. So that means they've grown by a half since December, which I can attest to in an anecdotal way, as my network of entrepreneurs is pretty deep, and I have. This time last year, nobody was asking me questions about NFTs or crypto like at all. And now everybody wants to know all about it. And they're all thinking about going into it. Like 75% of the entrepreneurs I talk to now are like, oh yeah, I'm thinking about doing something. Can I talk to you about it? Or what do you think? Like it's going to pop. It's getting really big. A global user base relies on MetaMask to mint and collect NFTs, join DAOs, and participate in DeFi protocols. The United States, the Philippines, Brazil, Germany, and Nigeria represent some of MetaMask's most active markets, which is also good to know in case you are trying to do advertising. Thank you, MetaMask. MetaMask, whose competitors include Coinbase Wallet and Ether Wallet, primarily is used by consumers to navigate Web3, but the service has also offered an institutional version to help businesses and professional investors do the same. According to Consensus CEO Joe Lubin, MetaMask is pursuing progressive decentralization while also prioritizing security and improving an interface that some regard as clunky. Their interface doesn't bother me too much. You get used to it. There's a great user interface that we're going to launch pretty soon. Okay, so even though I think it's okay, clearly it's going to get better. As part of its plan to pursue its various goals, MetaMask soon will be launching a decentralized autonomous organization, or DAO, a popular crypto governance tool often described as an internet community with a bank account. There's a DAO that is being formed right now in the context of MetaMask. It won't govern MetaMask, but it will enable the creation of novel new pieces of MetaMask to be funded. So I'm guessing that's an app store or an extension library, and they'll be funding it with grants. That's what it sounds like to me. Lubin did not provide further details about the DAO or date for its launch, but did confirm that MetaMask is intending to launch a token. Rumors of a token have been swirling for months. Some early MetaMask adopters are hoping they will be entitled to receive one. Other crypto projects like Uniswap have rewarded early users in such a fashion, but key figures in the project have offered few clues about how the token launch would unfold. At Ethereum Denver last month, MetaMask head of operations Jacob Eth said the token launch will proceed cautiously and that it will not be a cash grab. Consensus account announced the new user tally for MetaMask, one of its flagship products. On the same day, it disclosed it had raised a 450 million Series D round that values the company at over $7 billion. So we are now looking at MetaMask valued at $7 billion and Bored Ape at near $5 billion, which is bananas. I don't know how they're going to do the drop. There have been rumors that they're going to base, and it's complete rumor, that they were going to base the drop on the amount of swaps you do, meaning you can swap tokens inside of MetaMask. And MetaMask, when you do that, I believe they take a little bit of a fee for that. So there's a rumor that based on the amount of swaps you do, you'll do that. I don't know. I don't think MetaMask doesn't seem like the kind of company that's would do that. Not that it's bad. It just seems something tells me that they're just going to do a fair, like a straight. It would not surprise me. Let me put it this way: it would not surprise me if they just did a straight up and down fair launch where they said every MetaMask user gets X number of tokens. Period. No matter how little or how much you use the app, you get X number, right? And it might even be, and they might even decide to if it's not a cash grab, they may even start the drop at 0, meaning that the value of the token will be 0. Why would anyone want to do that? Well, there's something called taxes, and if it's free, meaning it has no value, there are ways you can consider it a gift. So if something has no value and it has no expectation of value and then increases in value, well, that's just a gift. So I hear. Talk to your tax professional. There's a lot of ways they can do it. I'll be really interested to see this. I think this is a big story. MetaMask is bigger than Bored Ape Yacht Club. MetaMask has already raised 450 million. It already has a $7 billion valuation. It has 30 million users. I said this on Twitter probably last month, and I stand by it. I think the number one app killer for MetaMask is wallet to wallet messaging. Wallet to wallet messaging, someone built that. It's already out where you can chat via wallet. So if I put my wallet address in there and you put your wallet address in there, it's a chat room where we can talk. I think it's the new email. I'm convinced of it. You already see people airdropping garbage into your OpenSea account. There's a reason for it. It's because you own it. Like if you really wanted to, you could get every address from every wallet address from every top project and airdrop them something. And they'll get it. Doesn't mean they'll like you for it. I think it's a horrible marketing strategy. It's spam. But you could do it. So I think the killer app of 2022 or 2023 is going to be in wallet messaging. When I can open up my wallet and type a message to you, why would I use Gmail? Right? Why? That is something that I would pay for. Why would I want to do anything else? Because then I have access to everybody, right? Because I have everybody's wallet address, and so do you. So if you know the person, you would be able to message them, and I think that's really cool. It would be a really interesting combination somewhere between email and Twitter, right? Like you can message anybody on Twitter. Like you can message Paris Hilton today if you wanted to. Doesn't mean she's going to respond, but you can message her. So to have something that's a combination of email and Twitter, like that instant messaging, it would be very, very interesting. Yeah, I find it fascinating. So let's see what you guys think. J. Ross says, that airdrop would go straight to my fantasy collection. Absolutely, right? Yeah, I know. You're very sweet, man. I love it. Yeah, it's I'm very curious about it. I really am. I think you know, it's airdrops are very interesting things. We could talk about airdrops. Gerald says, you're talking about the messenger on eScan. Yeah. Yep. Exactly. I remember seeing that a couple months back. I was going to cover that in a video, but it's been a while since I made a video. You should do it. You should do it. You should do it. You absolutely should make the video on it. Yeah. That, what'd you call it? It was eScan. Yep. Um, yeah, it was fascinating. I played with it. I think I talked to somebody on it. And then I forgot it because it's a, it's not in a, the, the reason I think MetaMask should do it, or if they're creating which more likely is that they'll create an app store and somebody else will create it and push it through. Um, if it gets adopted that way, I think MetaMask should do it because then everybody just has it. Um, the reason it's so valuable is because there's already 30 million people using it, right? You're not going to get 30 million people to go to ETHScan and talk about it, right? Um, it's not really, it's kind of hidden, not really pushed to users, right? And it's a new product that has to get adoption. That's the whole point, right? It's so hard to scale something and grow something and get attention and scream like, look at my thing, look at my thing. When MetaMask has 30 million people, if they just had a little email button, if they just had a mail icon on the top and you clicked it and it would be like, put in the address of who you want to talk to and start typing message in MetaMask, everybody would use it day one. Like it would just, people would just start using it. People would message everybody. It would just overnight, it would be completely adopted. Like I said, that's something that I would pay for. Um, uh, whether they charge for it, who knows? But I think that's a killer app. And yeah, so it's really fascinating. Like everybody, I believe that, to sum up, I think that 2022 is going to be a very interesting year. It already is. The base drop is going to be um, the biggest thing this quarter for sure. I mean, we're already in March. Um, I think MetaMask, when it drops its token, is going to be, I think the MetaMask drop and the base drop are going to be two of the biggest things this year. Who knows what the, I'm sure Punk's Comic and Pixel Vault has some good things planned too in terms of NFTs. But these are big deals. These are really big deal things. And I think 2022 is the year of the DAO. I've said that from January. This year, everybody's doing DAOs. We're talking about DAOs. We're investigating it. We try to be patient. That's the hardest thing. The biggest challenge that every company has, especially the smaller projects, is patience, right? It's really difficult to, it's really difficult for people, for the general public, I think, to understand that, like, and not necessarily you guys, but just people who are just out there looking at projects and just kind of like seeing what happens. There's a, you know, there's a, because we're in the hype cycle, there is a tendency for projects to just hype, contest, airdrop, DAO, whatever, metaverse, land sale ness. And that's cool, but that's going to create burnout real fucking quick. And that's not how you build things, right? Like Pixel Vault has a problem in that it has to continue to do drops and sell out. They have to keep the hype up, do drops, and sell out with enough runway until they have this game built. And I know, and they're smart, so I think they're going to totally do it. But they're going for this AAA game, but they know that's going to take years, and they've been hype. So they're going to do like a play to earn game that's going to be small, something that can still keep people busy. It's like keeping people busy in the hype, so that they can build a thing. I think you're looking at other projects like with Adult Fantasy, with Jenkins of LA, with some other projects where it's like we almost ignore the hype cycle, right? I love hype. We got to definitely build hype when you're doing launches, but hype is not how you build a company. Hype is not long term. Bored Ape knows this. Like Bored Ape blew up the internet today and yesterday with the leak and then the announcement today. But they're quiet, man. They do it, in my opinion, they do it the right way. They have this big blowout and they have a lot of fans and it's a huge thing when things come out, and then they go quiet. They just kind of do their thing. They let the community chew on it, people kind of talk and do their stuff and build their own thing. They stay quiet, and then when they're ready to launch that new thing, it's like boom. It's almost like movie making. Like if you went to a blockbuster movie and uh and that movie was just like explosion, 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 bam, 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 it would be the most boring movie you'd ever seen. And 30 minutes into it, you'd be done. Right. I actually used this analogy the other day, and someone was like, "Oh, so you saw the latest Transformers movie too?" I was like, "Yeah, Michael Bay." Um, but it's true. Like if it's just like boom, 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 you just like, oh my god. What makes a good blockbuster movie a blockbuster movie is that pace, right? It's kind of like the explosion in the beginning, and then there's a setup, and the team forms, and then they're in trouble, and then there's the climax, and then boom, it's a big thing, and then there's the resolution, and it comes back down. So you have to have these ebbs and flows to be able to grow and to scale. So I think MetaMask does that well. They don't very rarely do you see announcements like this, right? And that's why this is a big deal. Bored Ape is doing it wonderfully. You see how big it is, right? Michael Patient not getting fun. Yeah, I was, yeah, no comment. It's fine. I mean, see, you say that, Carrots, and you know what's going to happen is like next month that you're going to see Michael Bay is launching his NFT thing, and it's going to be like NFTs that explode and transform or something. Mark my words. So yeah, so that is what I have for tonight. Big news again with the Bored Ape thing. We're going to be covering it tomorrow because I'll be very interested to see what happens with the launch. But I want to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments below, of course, or here live. And I'm dying for tomorrow. I can't wait. In the meantime, thank you guys for spending time with me. I hope this was valuable to you guys. I really enjoy doing it. If you like it, please leave a comment. Let me know if there are things you'd like me to cover. I have some secrets coming up, things we might be releasing, try not to spoil too much. Let's see. Yeah, it's happening now. You're right. It totally is happening. Andrew, good night. Thank you, man. Anyway, I will see you guys. Stay tuned tomorrow. More to come. We're going to see how this Bored Ape thing launches. And with that, I will say good night, and I will see you in the Discord. Take care, everybody. Bye.